Hey everyone, welcome to Layn Turo University. I'm going to share how to price your Turo cars for your business. This is going to be very valuable. I already did this video and I left the video below where I actually share my screen on how to, where I actually share my screen. I actually do market research, reverse engineering, like where I go over and I look at, say, Enterprise, Hertz, Avis, and other Turo hosts, etc. To see the market that you're in and figure out, say, if you're putting on whatever, a Buick Verano or a Porsche, and looking at other similar Buick Veranos or Porsches in your area on, say, Turo platform, and then also going on Enterprise Avis outside the app and seeing what the price is, so you can kind of gauge an actual price frame. As oftentimes you might not know how to price your vehicle. The way I price a vehicle is I actually reverse engineer and I do market research. So what I would do, what I recommend you do, is if you just go in your area, go to your Turo app, and then try to book a vehicle. So, or go on, log on to Turo, and then you actually put your area. Say my city's Los Angeles, you put in Los Angeles, or if your city is, for example, Houston, Texas, or say if your city is somewhere in Hawaii, or if it's somewhere in Florida, wherever the case is, wherever your city is in your municipality, state, or city, or province, you put that in, and then you put in maybe 1 day, put in 2 days, 3 days, look at the daily rates for each vehicle in your area, and put your make and model in. So if if I want to find out what the price is for Tesla in Los Angeles, I'll put in Tesla, put in my year, make and model, maybe 2018, 2020, whatever model you have, and then you look at your competitors. Now you can actually see what their price frame is, and that's how you start finding your price point. See what other people have already done and what they've done. Don't reinvent the wheel. This is how you figure it out off other people's sweat equity, and you take their sweat equity and you put it on your Turos. That saves you a lot of time and picking the wrong price. First tip. The next tip and everything, as I mentioned, you can do for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days. Oftentimes these hosts, you'll notice they actually add on discounts. So there's discounts for, say, 3-day bookings, bookings for 7 days, and there's discounts for 7 days, discounts for 30 days, etc. And this inclines customers on Turo that are looking for a car to want to spend more and keep your car longer, and it actually makes you look good because you're actually offering an extra service. Consider this into pricing. What you find out is that you want to make it as competitive as possible. Most Turo hosts I found compete on price. That's a great way to compete, but there's many other ways, and as you evolve, you want to start probably charging more so you can make more income. If you're always just based on price, you're always the same way you price it, someone can just outprice you and just get a lower price and they get the customer. You have to start making your business more attractive. And how you do this is when you look at these different hosts, not only you're looking at their price, start looking at their pictures they're taking. Start taking better pictures than your competitors. Start offering more extras. Start offering, if you see that they have no extras, start offering maybe a Game Boy for $5 per day. For example, Game Boy in advance, maybe some video games. Maybe offer extra post cleaning where after the trip's over, they don't have to clean the car. That's extra service. Maybe unlimited mileage if you want to do that. There's extras you can add and everything to Turo. You become creative to start earning more money. You want to start earning more. So in the beginning, when you have no reviews or you're just a new host on the platform, fine, get it where you fit it. Start bringing your prices down. Start price competing. But that becomes, that's fine. But that's very elementary. As you start evolving, you want to start becoming wealthier and make more money. It's beyond price. Always keep that in your back pocket. Sometimes you just have to bring the price down, but try to evolve your business. I did some research and I started seeing a lot of hosts compete on price, and they release videos. There's even Turo hosts online that say that they compete with price, and they make it almost seem like it's impossible to charge more. It's okay to charge more. And oftentimes when you're trying to price your vehicle, you're looking at past history data, meaning that these are hosts that already put their price at $60 per day or $75 per day. Yes, you can copy them, but then what you don't realize is that if you stay that, you become very stagnant. So yes, reverse engineer, look at past history, but you also have to become dynamic too. And the way you do that is that when you look at these prices, say you're trying to add on a Tesla, add on a BMW, a Mercedes, and you go on Turo website and start reverse engineering and looking at their profile of different hosts, you start seeing, look at the reviews, look and see if people even like this car. Just because they have a price doesn't mean that they're getting bookings, or doesn't mean that people like it. Start actually measuring, and what I would recommend, only look at profiles that actually have listings on it. I left a video below, I left 2 valuable videos below on GRM, gross rip multiplier, how to actually reverse engineer and use Turo to actually start making more money, and by using other Turo host profiles. Don't just compete on price, compete on reviews. Meaning, if I see 2 hosts, for example, and say they're identical twins, one host has 10 reviews, right? And 10 trips, right? 10 reviews and 10 trips. And the other host has 10 trips and 0 reviews. Even though they have identical cars or exactly identical twins, I will always select the one who has reviews. The reason this is because I don't know if just because someone booked the trip doesn't mean that person actually liked you. They could have got the car, you still got one trip, but they hated the service. They don't like the vehicle. But the 10 reviews show that they basically actually like the review. They say why they like it. They like the interior, they like the gas mileage, they like the electric mileage, whatever the car you have, they actually like it. And that's pretty much what you always want to pay attention to, is that at the end of the day, you always want to make sure that you pick reviews that are not just not based on price, but based on reviews. Because, for example, I'll give you another example. Let's say you have 2 identical twins or 2 clones or whatever. Clone 1 or twin 1 has basically 10 trips. Again, 10 trips, no reviews, right? The second clone has, say, 2 trips. 2 trips and 2 reviews. I'm still gonna pick the host that has 2 trips, 2 reviews, because even though the other person has more trips, I don't know if they actually like that vehicle. I don't know if that price is good. The 2 reviews show the person's actually happy. That's the logic. You always don't just base on price. Just because I put a car on and I charge $300 per day, and doesn't mean that I'm actually getting $300 per day. And even if I am, doesn't mean that people are happy about it. Find the hosts that have the right price on average, with reviews. Find 10 to 20 hosts at minimum. I'll say even 100 hosts if you have time to do it, and find and streamline, figure out and try to find the average price in those 10 to 20 or 100 hosts that you've done that have reviews. That's how you find your price. That's how you reverse engineer. The videos below, I left 2 videos for you guys. GRM model, where I actually shared my screen, and I shared another video below where I actually share my screen. I'm not sharing my screen in this video because I've already done that. I'm just recapping on those 2 videos just in case you haven't seen them yet. The channel's been growing. I just want to make sure that you guys get the help you guys need. 2 valuable gems below where I share my screen and show you how to do it, on how to actually even go outside of Turo. Like I showed you one strategy on how to use Turo hosts and how to actually go and look at enterprise.com, avis.com, etc. How to go on these rental car companies and look at how much they're charging for your car. That's the tactic here. And best case scenario, if you can't find your car on Turo or these places, that means you can price even probably higher, because the demands, the supply is low, which will bring up the demand. That's just a basic economics 101. So the fact is this: most times people compete on price. Evolve from that. Yes, compete on price, but compete on reviews. Look at the reviews and average that out, and only select price points where the host actually has reviews. Very valuable tip. Also, always make sure that at the end of the day, that when you actually compete, when you show these different hosts, you want to make sure that your price points start to grow. You can start adding on maybe $2 per day, I would say. Like, so for example, say all the hosts in your area for a Tesla are $180 per day, let's say, right? Tesla, right? And you're like, dang, I'm a new host. Instead of charging $180, I'm gonna do $160. That's fine. Okay, $160, great. What you need to do after you start getting bookings, you have a better price. So you competed on price. You're getting all the bookings, but you're losing the potential amount of more. But remember, since everyone else is charging $180 for the Tesla, you're gonna charge $160 per day for the Tesla. You gave a $20 discount right off the top. You're going to get business automatically. But what you want to start doing is, instead of being stagnant and using past history, start being dynamic. And what you start doing after you get about, maybe I'll say 10 trips, and you see that people love your vehicle. If people love your vehicle a little too much, that means you're probably priced too low. If you're not getting enough bookings, it means you're probably priced too high. You start wanting to find that middle area. So what you need to start doing is, after your about, I would say 10th trip, start adding on maybe $2. So for example, if this is your 10th trip, right? On your 11th trip, you get booked again. After that trip ends, increase your booking to $2. Then we get that say you have at 162 now, and someone else books it after they bring it back on your 12th trip. After it ends, increase it to 164. And then if someone books it at 164, and then they bring it back on their 13th trip, bring it to 166, etc., etc. And then if you keep getting business, that's how you organically and incrementally increase your price, people. That's how you do it. And then when you start getting too high, when you start getting bookings, start bringing it down by $2 again. And then you start finding that middle area where you might find 177 is good, but everyone else is charging 180. That's how you become dynamic. I've been a business consultant for years. I'm an insurance licensed for over 8 years. I'm also real estate licensed. I used to be a SCORE mentor for the Small Business Administration, the same administration that implemented the EIDL loan, the PPP loan. I have quite a bit of unique perspectives and experiences. I have proof to prove everything I'm saying. And again, I'm also real estate licensed, and I've been insurance licensed for over 8 years. So I'm sharing a lot of my information on how to actually choose the correct price point. And again, the 2 videos below, GRM, gross rent multiplier, which is a real estate term meaning on how to a way of evaluating property and figuring out if a property is worth investing in and buying. Like, so if I want to buy a commercial piece of property, I use gross rent multiplier, GRM, to figure out if it's a profitable company. Please do this. This is how you actually price your price point for your cars. Very important. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Peace.